Greetings, 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 good people. Happy Friday. Okay, if you're listening to this, you made it to the end of the work week. For most of you, anyway. Happy Friday. It's February 24th, 2023. And I'm happy to be here. Hopefully, you guys are too. We got some hot topics. Chris Brown and Chloe Bailey, CB and CB, they dropped their song and their video for How Does It Feel? I'm definitely going to talk about that. I'm excited for the both of them. Nicki Minaj, there's an update with her lawsuit that she filed against a YouTube content creator. Gonna touch on that. Tory Lanez, his sentencing has been pushed back. I'm not surprised. And maybe, depending how I feel, I'll tell you why. That is later on in the broadcast. Okay, there's a couple of other hot topics sprinkled in between, some highs, some lows, but we're mainly going to keep it positive. Okay, so kick back and relax. To my YouTube royal family members, please be sure to like the video. Okay, that is your admission fee. It helps. Shout out to my live Twitch viewers. YouTube family, if you're not following me on Twitch, please do so. Okay, I'm definitely trying to grow that community. She_Royal B on Twitch. And to my Twitch viewers, if you're not following me on YouTube, please, I encourage you to do so. She_Royal B on YouTube. All right, all right. Now that those church announcements are over, let's get into Friday's shenanigans. All right. So I thought this was funny. I don't know what it is about some of these fast food restaurants or this fast food that got y'all acting a fool, but I'm here for it from a distance anyway. So Baller Alert on Instagram is reporting that a Georgia woman intentionally, or they didn't report, they posted, a Georgia woman intentionally crashes her SUV into Popeyes over missing biscuits in her order. I just want to point out that it is Friday, February 24th, 2023, and I have yet to try the what was it? The chicken sandwich, the Popeyes chicken sandwich. Still haven't tried it. Haven't tasted it. Not interested. Don't want no parts, because the way that y'all was acting over those chicken sandwiches, I ain't forgot. Okay. A menace, absolute menace. So a Georgia woman intentionally crashes her SUV into Popeyes over missing biscuit in her order. Okay. A restaurant in Augusta, Georgia was intentionally crashed into by Belinda Miller. This woman is 50 years old. Miss Belinda. According to authorities, Belinda, was charged with felony aggravated assault and criminal damage to property in the first degree, as she should. What was Belinda thinking? Let me see. Did I just mess up the screen? Hold on, y'all. Okay, I'm doing too much over here. All right. So the incident took place on Saturday at around 7:45 p.m. Richmond County Sheriff deputies were called to the restaurant after the manager reported an incident with injuries. Girl, Belinda, you done ran over somebody? Lock her up. Okay, the manager explained to the deputies that Miller had driven her SUV into the east entrance of the restaurant after becoming upset that her order did not include any biscuits, despite the fact that her order was corrected and she had already received the biscuits. Lock Belinda up. Belinda, we're not tolerating this foolishness from y'all. I don't care how old you are or how young you feel. You could have killed somebody. Do you know that a vehicle can be used as a weapon? Girl. The manager also informed authorities that Belinda had made several threats to staff prior to the incident, including calling and threatening to drive her car into the building. During the incident, one of the employees was almost struck by Belinda's car as she drove through the entrance. Belinda continued driving until her car was stopped by debris after hitting and entering the building. Oh, no. No, this is crazy. This is absolute. What the hell are they putting in this food these days? Y'all notice that nothing really tastes the same anymore? I know I'm kind of veering off topic, but it makes me wonder, what are they really injecting into some of these quote unquote food items? For you to ram your car through a building, you could have killed yourself. You could have killed innocent people over dry biscuits. Ain't that much buttermilk in the world. After the crash, Miller fled the scene and her car was later found at her home with front end damage, according to the report. Arrest warrants were issued for Belinda, who was taken into custody on charges of felony aggravated assault and criminal damage to property in the first degree. Somebody said, not for them dry biscuits. Somebody else said, Medea, if that was Red Lobster, it would be justified. I do not, this is not funny, but I'm trying to make light of the situation because no one was injured. No one, there were no fatalities. But Belinda, your car insurance company, if you even have auto insurance, you're probably riding dirty, but they should drop you immediately. And watch, what are they putting in the food, y'all? For real, to make you do this, to make you act like this. She wasn't under the influence because they would have reported that if she was, right? Belinda, you're dead wrong. Lock her up and throw away the key, okay? Too much. Okay. The next story, right? The next topic. Now, I want to say this in this part of the video, just in case it gets cut out. What happens is with YouTube, if you have material that is copywritten, what they will do is they will make you trim it out or your video will not be monetized. You can still post a video. If I have to trim this part of the video out, just go to It's On Site and watch this clip for yourself. I saw this yesterday and when I tell you I was crying laughing, I'm taking a risk by playing this, but it is for entertainment purposes only, okay? Definitely want to make you laugh. It's Friday. Why the heck not? Again, if this gets clipped out, you know why. It's because they got me, y'all. And it's also going to take a little bit longer for the video to upload. So please make sure you follow me on Twitch. Twitch doesn't make you cut out stuff like this. Okay. All right. So y'all know how Judge Mathis gets down. This is courtesy of It's On Site. They posted this to their Instagram yesterday, right? So y'all already know what Judge Mathis gives. Okay. He's definitely going to call you a crackhead if you exhibit crack-ish tendencies. All right. So let's play this video. Like to hear it? Here you go. Cross your fingers and your toes, y'all. Pause it and give commentary in between. It can be used for educational purposes, and maybe they won't take it out. So I'm sorry. This may be annoying, but I'm trying not to have to crop this out. It's Friday. Relax. So basically, this man is suing his ex-girlfriend, and Judge Mathis asked him if he smoked crack. He said he might have smoked crack back in the day. Mathis ain't buying it. I have a question. Who is buying a house? Who bought the house for $400? Get that man in the courtroom. Who purchased a $400 house from a crackhead? That's who I want to talk to. Oh my God. When I tell you, y'all, I was laughing for almost half an hour at this. And then I dare not read the comments. Woo! He smoked up the whole house, baby. At least Judge Mathis was willing to offer assistance with treatment. He said, do you want us to help you with treatment? He was frustrated. Smoked up the whole house. But again, I want to know who is the person that bought a house from a crackhead for $400. So that sounds a little bit fabricated, but either way, it was funny as heck. Shout out to Judge Mathis, yo. You guys know that he is in the works of doing a judge show, a courtroom show, excuse me, with Byron Allen's media group. So the Judge Mathis show was canceled. Warner Brothers, they canceled his show, but he's moving on to bigger and better things. I hope it doesn't flop. Somebody put that in the comments on the community tab. I posted that Judge Mathis is going to be doing something new. Now, somebody said times are hard. This is going to flop. I hope not. Nah, but shout out to Judge Mathis. I'd be interested in hearing him talk about politics too, like he desires. That'll be interesting. Can you imagine Roland Martin and Judge Mathis debating about politics? That would be good. That definitely would be good. All right, up next, Saucy Santana. Okay. The third unofficial member of the City Girls. No, I'm joking. Saucy Santana made the Shade Room. Okay. And I thought that this was real interesting. He says he feels that straight men shouldn't be smoking hookah. Okay, I wouldn't encourage anybody to smoke anything. Okay, but you do with your lungs whatever it is that you want to do. All right, I'm not judging whatsoever. All right, I've taken a toke back in my day. No judgment here. But, for health reasons, I wouldn't recommend anybody smoking anything, right? But he feels that straight men who smoke hookah are questionable. Is this what this has come to? Let's take a listen to what our good homie Saucy Santana has to say. Like to hear it, here it go.
Hey, son, them girls ain't wrong. Them girls is not wrong. If you was a man, you don't need to be smoking a hookah, baby gal. You need to be rolling you up a wood. You need to be smoking you some za. Okay? You don't need to be sucking down a hookah, baby. Baddie.
Oh my God.
You was a man. You don't, unless you was a gay, unless you gay, like a gay boy. That's the only reason. That's the only way I'm letting you smoke hookah. If you not no gay boy, you a man. Put the hookah down. Put the hookah down and pick you up a grabber. Not with it. Let me tell you something.
How do you guys feel about this? Any straight men watching me? Any men at all watching me? How do you feel about men smoking hookah? I'm gonna tell you something. This comment is sending me right now. Somebody wrote in the comments, if you wearing wigs, you shouldn't have a beard. Yikes! I'm staying away from that. I don't even want to expand the replies because judging by the amount of replies that are there, somebody's probably arguing. I don't go down that rabbit hole. Let me tell you what I don't understand. Okay, why do we do this? We being black people. Why do we make up these rules that they just don't make sense? If you do this, then this. You can't do this. Only if you do, like, why do we do this to each other? Now, maybe Saucy Santana was being lighthearted and fun, but some people take things personal and take things to heart on the interwebs. You got it to the point now where some men won't even eat a banana or a hot dog like on camera, like or on video. They'll turn their back, they'll break off pieces of the banana and put it in their mouth because they fear being called gay. Why do we do this? Why do we make these stupid rules up? Why don't we make up some rules that have some substance or meaning? I don't know. Listen, if you want to smoke hookah, smoke hookah. I don't tie hookah smoking and sexual. How does hookah smoking determine your sexuality? Always these stupid ass rules sometimes, and I guess it's all fun and games until somebody gets offended, and then there you have it. I want to see how far this is going to go, though. If people are going to start making this a thing and start making videos and start going back and forth and arguing, that would be so stupid. What a waste of energy. Anyway, speaking of energy, Kanye West. When Adidas decided to part ways with Kanye West, not only did Kanye West take his name, he took his energy with him as well. And now it seems as though Adidas is regretting severing ties with Big Ye, okay? Not to be confused with the little one. So it is being rumored, I heard this rumor all week, so I'm finally deciding to report on it. It's being rumored that Kanye West is in talks of repartnering with Adidas. So basically they have so much inventory that they don't know what to do with it because people are not rocking with them because just like we predicted, you're not associated with Kanye. So the only reason why a lot of people in this day and age or in this era were rocking with Adidas is because Kanye's name was attached to it, right? This is not the 80s. Like Adidas was hot back in the 80s. Run DMC made Adidas hot, right? The brand, the sneakers, but Kanye West rejuvenated, I should say, Adidas brand when he attached himself with y'all. So what do you expect? Okay. So this article per the Jasmine brand, or this post, I should say, per the Jasmine brand reads, regrettably for Adidas, this resulted in the severing ties with Kanye West basically resulted in $520 million in unsold Yeezy merchandise. Right? If the rumors are true, Ye is letting Adidas sell leftover Yeezy stock. Kanye would receive a significant royalty for helping Adidas. Ain't that something? The one you kicked to the curb, now you're needing help. Allegedly. We don't know if this is true, okay? According to several sources, including Complex's Brendan Dunn, A temporary reconciliation is in the works. Neither Adidas nor Ye have publicly commented on the speculation. If this is true, of course Adidas is not going to say anything because now they feel embarrassed. They just want to get this work sold. Okay, and you need Big Ye to help you. Serves you right. You cut off your nose to spite your face. Y'all better stop walking around here acting like y'all have a moral compass. You don't care about no morality. Kanye West was a liability. You thought you was going to lose money, so you disassociated yourself with him. Or the powers that be told you that you had to disassociate yourself from Kanye West. You did so, and now you're regretting it. And you need Big Ye to help you sell your product. Shout out to Kanye West. I don't care what y'all say. All right, up next. Are y'all buying Yeezys? I don't. I'll always like his music and stuff like that, but as far as his fashions and stuff, it's not my cup of tea. But good for you, Kanye. Let them pay you, though, if you do reconcile with them. Let them pay you. Okay, who's up next? Rihanna. You know, this Super Bowl performance was like 2 weeks ago, going on 3 weeks now, right? Maybe not that far back, but you get the gist. People are still talking about Rihanna's Super Bowl performance. I just think this is fake. Super Bowl halftime show too sexy for viewers. FCC complaints pour in. Rihanna was covered. What was sexy about Rihanna's performance? Too much sex. Look how covered up she is. She got gloves on. Damn near turtleneck. Why? Is it because she basically revealed that she's with child? That's inappropriate for these viewers, so much so that they called to complain to the FCC. I'm not buying it. I think that this is a fake story to promote something. We don't know what. But let's read this TMZ article together, people. Rihanna's halftime performance at Super Bowl Louis Vuitton and 2, I don't know what Super Bowl that is, caused a ton of outrage for folks watching on TV. They flooded the FCC with complaints saying her set was too big on sex. What? The overall takeaway from the folks who felt compelled to complain about Rihanna to the feds, the lyrics and choreography were way too sexualized, with some viewers even comparing it to porn. This ain't real. This can't. Look at her dancers. Her dancers look like the Michelin Man, covered up from head to toe. What was being sold? Diamonds in the sky is too sexy? Man, please. TMZ obtained the 103 complaints made to the Federal Communications Commission, a U.S. government agency that regulates television, regarding this month's Super Bowl broadcast, and almost all of them had to do with Riri's halftime show. Okay, what year was it when Jennifer Lopez and Shakira came out and performed? The FCC, I don't even remember if the FCC complained. I remember reporting on the performance because I thought Shakira did good. J-Lo was half naked. Shakira was half naked. Did Beyonce get complaints from the FCC too? I saw the performance. You can still watch it on YouTube if you haven't seen it yet. I'm not playing it here, but I'm not buying this. These are fake complaints. One viewer in California even compared Rihanna's set to Kim Petras and Sam Smith's performance at the Grammys. Nah, that's BS. That performance was a straight up, seemed like satanic seance ritual. Are you kidding me? Is it because she had on red? I don't care what someone worships, but children shouldn't be exposed to pornography. And as an adult, I don't wish to see it. Where has decency gone? How about respect for others and self? But what exactly did Rihanna do that gave you porn vibes? What type of porn are you watching? In Utah, y'all, one viewer bitched, this year the halftime show was so indecent. Y'all know what the definition of indecent is? They said that the performance halftime show was so indecent that I had to turn off the TV because of the pornographic content. I'm not buying this. Meanwhile, folks across the country clutched pearls over the overly sexual dancing and song content heavy on sexual content. Rihanna was pregnant, so she didn't dance much, and most of the eerie was directed at the background dancers who some say made gestures that were patently offensive. I'm trying to remember the dancers. You could barely see them. They just look like big marshmallow puffs dancing around. And they're saying it was completely inappropriate for children? What? I don't know about this. Oh, they're comparing the let's not go down that road. They're comparing the halftime show, Rihanna's halftime show with Janet Jackson and Justin Timberlake. This can't be real. 103 complaints? Go to bed. Go to bed, Bertha from Utah. There wasn't nothing wrong with Rihanna's performance. You know how many people said her performance was boring? And then you got these people from Utah saying that it was too sexually suggestive. Anyway, moving along, still talking about Rihanna. Shout out to the Jasmine brand. They're reporting that Rihanna is going to be performing Lift Me Up at the 95th Oscars ceremony. This will be interesting. They definitely will have ratings because people are going to tune in to see Rihanna just like they did for the Super Bowl performance. Actually, Rihanna's Super Bowl performance garnered more views than the actual Super Bowl. Not even the commercials could get that many people, to engage with the Super Bowl. But when Rihanna came on, viewership went up. So this is going to be good for the Oscars. I'm pretty sure that they will report on the ratings. I'm going to be tuning in because I want to see Miss Riri perform. Okay. Now, according to reports, the international pop sensation will take the Oscars stage on Sunday, March 12th to perform the track from Black Panther, Wakanda Forever. The performance will take place exactly 1 month after she performed at the Philadelphia Eagles and Kansas City Chiefs matchup. Okay. There's a picture of her from the Super Bowl, which we just read about. Complaints. Anyway, Rihanna, who hasn't released an album since Anti in 2016, shocked the world during her performance when it was revealed that she was pregnant with her second child. I'm looking forward to seeing what Rihanna is going to wear, if she's going to walk the red carpet pre-Oscars, and what she's going to wear for her performance. I'm curious to see that. You guys know Rihanna gives fashion. Anyway, while many actors and celebrities have presented or received awards at the Oscars while expecting, we don't care. Rihanna is up for her first Oscar in the category of original composition for Lift Me Up, which she co-wrote with Tems. When I read this, I said to myself, it makes sense. I could hear Tems performing that song. Ryan Coogler and Ludwig Göransson. Ryan Coogler co-wrote that song? Really? Tems co-wrote that song. Because when I heard Lift Me Up, I wasn't impressed. Accompanied with viewing the movie Black Panther, Wakanda Forever, yes. But just as a standalone, But I could totally hear Tems performing that song. Good for you, Rihanna. So the Academy Awards is going to be taking place in Hollywood. It's going to be on ABC. Are you going to be tuning in to the Oscars this year? I will be. And every year, we're disappointed when somebody gets snubbed, someone black gets snubbed and looked over, or a project that was directed or produced by a black director or producer gets snubbed. So every year, who's hosting the Oscars this year? I don't know who's hosting the Oscars this year. Congratulations to Rihanna, though. You guys know, if you haven't heard, that she's supposed to be she wants to plan a wedding in Barbados. I think I talked about that sometime this week. Okay. If you haven't done so already, please like the video, okay, by hitting the like button. All right. That is your admission fee. Trust me, it goes a long, long, long way. I know you guys watch a lot of YouTubers and they say that. It's true. It actually helps. Engaging in the content actually helps. Okay. Commenting, sharing, that's even better. But just something as simple as hitting the like button, it definitely helps. Hell, if you want to hit the dislike button, something, engage with the content. All right, who's up next? Hey, my sweet babies. Hey, my loves. All right, Monique teases her latest Netflix comedy special. So Monique has been going at it with Netflix, and she's getting her flowers, and I'm happy. I'm happy for Monique. So let's get into this article. Netflix has announced that Monique has a new stand-up comedy special coming out. The Grammy-nominated, Oscar and Golden Globe Award-winning actress and comedian. You better list her accolades, okay? This is hot new hip hop, right? You better list Auntie Monique's accolades, okay? Um, her new stand-up comedy smash will be titled "My Name Is Monique." Netflix is a joke released a video including backstage shenanigans with the star. For example, she dances with the cast crew of the special and walks to the stage. Okay, she explains the name of the special, saying, "I give y'all my world." After 72 minutes, y'all gonna know why this ish is called "My Name Is Monique." I'm so excited for Monique. I'm happy. And hopefully, all of the people who kind of give her backhanded compliments and call her a problem in Hollywood, I hope that you have the same energy that you use to critique her, that you have that energy to critique her and talk about and promote this Netflix special. Y'all claim y'all want to see her win, right? We'll see how many people will talk about this special, okay? Apparently, Netflix and Monique filmed the special last October at Georgia State University Rialto Center for the Arts in Atlanta, Georgia. At the time, Monique wrote in a November 1st Instagram caption, "My sweet babies, thank you everyone that came out and celebrated this moment with us. My Name Is Monique live comedy taping coming on Netflix." She also wrote, "What a moment. I love us for real." Okay, so this is the trailer that I'm not playing. You can find it on YouTube. Okay. In her special, My Name Is Monique, fans will get to see her deliver a show-stopping performance on stage. Apparently, there will be hilarious stories that will explain why she is the way that she is. Additionally, she'll discuss how the city of Baltimore, shout out to Baltimore, Maryland, all right, shaped her into the woman that she is today. Impressively, through her sense of humor, she will reveal more about herself than she ever has. Furthermore, she will give perspective on some harsh realities that came with life. Another thing that I'm pretty sure people are going to critique is the fact that her husband, this is I guess her husband, Sidney Hicks, he has a production company. So he is the executive producer of this. What's his name is involved. Lee Daniels is involved as well. She also has a film coming up. No, she has a film coming up by Lee Daniels, a director, Lee Daniels, called The Deliverance. So that's going to be on Netflix also. Listen, Monique is out here working and I'm happy for her. Give this woman her flowers. Like, some of y'all may not find her funny, and that's fine, but she works hard, man. She paid her dues, and I feel like she deserves to be honored, and she deserves to be respected. You may not like her, you may not think she's your cup of tea, but she definitely deserves to be respected in this comedic realm, media, movie acting realm. Like Monique ain't no chump. So give her her flowers. I know y'all celebrate child. Some of the people y'all choose to celebrate who do significantly less than Monique. Anyway, congratulations. My Name Is Monique is going to be streaming on April 4th, okay? That's enough promotion for you now, Auntie. You ain't paying me for this. Nah, shout out to Monique though. Oh, where's the picture? I wanted to show the picture. Hold on. Here it is. She posted this to her Instagram. So it says Hicks Media presents My Name Is Monique. And I know a lot of y'all don't like that she's very much, she keeps her husband involved in a lot of her business dealings, and I'm for it. She don't trust y'all strangers. Why would she trust y'all? Y'all said that the man was trying to rob her and she gonna end up broke. And here it is. She got a Netflix special and a Netflix movie. Her and Lee Daniels, they're back on good terms. Whether money was the motivation or whatever, but they're back on good terms. Monique seems happy and she's working and getting paid. Everybody working, getting paid. All right. So shout out to Monique. Good luck. Good luck. I'll be checking out the special. The last comedy special that she had with it was on Showtime. And she hosted it, and then she had a couple of other comedians. Her set wasn't the funniest. Some of the other comedians, I forgot what it's called. It's Monique Presents something. This was like maybe 2 years ago or so. I talked about it. But we like Monique. Shout out to Monique. Much respect. All right, moving along. Tim Norman. Okay, you guys remember this guy? Robbie Montgomery's boy. Okay, he is currently behind bars. He was found guilty of conspiracy to basically set his nephew up to be killed. All right, Andre Montgomery was Tim Norman's nephew. Robbie Montgomery from Welcome to Sweetie Pies, which was a reality show on OWN Network. You guys should know this already, especially if you're familiar with my channel. I covered this, all right? Talked about this, covered this in depth, in detail. Well, Tim Norman is speaking out from jail, okay? He claims that he's innocent, of course, right? In his nephew's killing. He says the feds know 100% I did not do those insurance policies, okay? Child, there was so much evidence to prove your guilt. And plus, your co-defendants, your co-conspirators dimed you out, bro. What do you mean? The one who actually pulled the trigger, Travell Hill, he said, you know, he was given instructions through a third party to do X, Y, and Z. Terica Ellis, she was found guilty of whatever her charge was. And she got like 3 years, I think. She's lucky she got 3 years. She's the one that lured Andre out of the house, located Andre for you. You were sexually involved with her. So what are you talking about? Anyway, this article per the Jasmine brand reads, the former Welcome to Sweetie Pie star claimed his innocence in the murder for hire plot against his nephew on Instagram. This was yesterday, February 23rd, posting for the first time in nearly 3 years. Tim Norman typed, "Thank you all. Thank you for all the prayers." Who? Your mama and them? "I'm still in disbelief. The feds know 100% I did not do those insurance policies, but the jury didn't get to hear that. And not one person got on the stand and said that I told them to hurt my nephew." Although true, I mean, they had enough evidence to convict you, bro. "They destroyed my name and image so you guys wouldn't search for the truth." First of all, who giving you access to Instagram and the Slammer? And why are you coming out saying something now? He was sentenced in September, right? Yeah, this was back in September. You were convicted, in September. Anyway, as previously reported, Tim Norman is accused of orchestrating the killing of his nephew, 21-year-old Andre Montgomery, in 2016. Prosecutors allege that Norman hired Travell Anthony Hill, the shooter, as well as Terica Ellis, an exotic dancer from Memphis, to lure Andre Montgomery and kill him. Norman allegedly obtained $450,000 worth of life insurance policy for his nephew with the help of insurance agent Wael Yagnam. Yagnam is a former hip-hop producer who made chart-topping beats for Nelly, but has since become an insurance broker. He was sentenced as well. Yagnam, Hill, and Ellis pleaded guilty to their part in the alleged conspiracy. Was that a typo? It is what it is. I think the insurance guy, he got like two or 3 years too. Him and Terica Ellis got the least amount of time. A judge sentenced Ellis, sentenced Ellis to 3 years in prison in January for her involvement in Montgomery's death. Last July, she pleaded guilty to a charge of conspiracy to commit murder for hire. In her testimony, Ellis claimed that Norman paid her $10,000 to help him find Montgomery. Signed, sealed, delivered, bro. She dimed you out. She obliged, and Norman shared his nephew's locations with Hill. Now, Terica claims that she did not know that Andre was going to get killed. She was under the impression that, Tim wanted to locate Andre because he was accused of stealing from his grandmama's house or some crap. So Terica basically said that she had no idea that he was being set up to be killed. She was just paid 10 grand to just find him. Her mistake is when she heard gunshots after she pulled off from locating Andre out. She was talking to him outside of a house, a studio where he was, and he was going back inside the house. She drove off and she said she heard gunshots. That's when Travell Hill pulled up after Terica, pulled off. She should have called the authorities right then and there. But anyway, according to the U.S. Attorney's Office, U.S. District Judge John Ross said several factors went into Ellis receiving a 3-year sentence, despite initially facing 20 years, including the fact that she was forced into prostitution at a young age. Judge Ross also took into consideration Ellis's testimony against Norman, noting that said that the former reality TV star likely would have succeeded in the murder for hire plot with or without her help. Right. So that worked in her favor. In addition, Yagnam was sentenced to 3 years in prison in November after pleading guilty to conspiracy to commit mail and wire fraud. Hill, that's the gunman, was sentenced to 32 years in October. Okay, and he said that he pulled the trigger. And Tim had a third party communicating with Travell Hill, so he himself never spoke to Travell, and he never handed Travell any money. Tim used a third party. So he kind of kept everybody separate in case he got caught. Nobody's story could corroborate the other. Anyway, Norman is the son of Robbie Montgomery, or Miss Robbie. Their popular reality series, Welcome to Sweetie Pies, ran on the Oprah Winfrey Network for 9 seasons. Norman was found guilty in September of charges including conspiracy to commit mail and wire fraud and murder for hire. His sentencing is slated for March. Now, he's sitting up here saying that he didn't write them insurance policies. We know you didn't write the insurance policies, stupid. You illegally obtained them. And you used YL Yagnam to obtain these insurance policies, ding dong. It's a damn shame. I can't even imagine how his mama feel. Andre's mom, that is. Excuse me. And Miss Robbie's supposed to be suing a YouTuber who had someone on her show who claimed to know Miss Robbie. It was she recorded a phone call that she had with someone who claimed that she knew Miss Robbie from way back in the day. Okay. And was saying some very disparaging things about Miss Robbie. So Miss Robbie decided to, this is right before her son's trial started. She decided to send her, did she send her a cease and desist? But no, either way, she served her. So I wonder what's going on with that. And one of the restaurants, Miss Robbie's restaurant, closed down. There's a hospital that's behind one of the locations, and they're wanting to expand. I don't know. I don't know what to say, because there's some people who claim that Miss Robbie knew some of Andre's loved ones, his sister, his mother, mainly his sister, said that Miss Robbie was not nice to Andre. Basically, what we think of Miss Robbie, how she's this real strong personality, loving woman, and how she loved Andre on the show. She wasn't like that in real life. Not surprised at all. Good luck, Tim. You're going to need it. All right, moving along. Speaking of court cases and things, this is according to Ace Showbiz, okay? I saw this article early this morning on Twitter and thought it was interesting because I had totally forgotten about this, right? So the article reads, Nicki Minaj forces blogger Nosy Ho to pay $75,000 for insulting son and ignoring defamation lawsuit. Wow. This is interesting. So let's read this, y'all. So again, this is according to Ace Showbiz. So Nicki Minaj is seeking justice, right? The Trinidadian hip hop artist has requested a default judgment in her defamation lawsuit against blogger Nosy Ho, whom she accused of insulting her son, Papa Bear. All right. Now, let's keep reading. According to court documents obtained by All Hip Hop, the super freaky girl rapper, her lawyer, Judd Burstein, asked the clerk of the court to issue a certificate of default on Thursday, February 23rd. Judd said Nosy, whose real name is Marley Green, failed to respond to the lawsuit. Defendants have not answered or otherwise moved with respect to the complaint, and the time for them to do so has expired. That's what Nicki Minaj's lawyer, Judd Burstein, wrote. Nicki sued Nosy back in September 2022. Attorney Bobby Samini, who's representing Nosy, agreed to accept service for the blogger in October 2022. All right, take all that in. Judd, that's Nicki's lawyer, served Nosy by emailing a copy of the summons and complaint to Bobby, Nosy's lawyer, in October 2022. Nicki's lawyer proposed extending the deadline to respond in December 2022. The court approved this request, setting a new deadline of January 16th. However, Judd never heard back from Nosy. Now, Miss Nosy, are you paying this? No, she's not even paying the lawyer. This lawyer was doing interviews and all this other stuff, and I think he said that he decided, if memory serves me correct, I could be wrong, don't quote me, I think that he's doing this for her pro bono, if I'm not mistaken. I can't remember. This was a while back. Anyway, let's keep reading this article. Nicki pursued legal action against Nosy after the blogger accused the rapper of using cocaine. The 40-year-old artist, why you gotta put her age in here? Anyway, the 40-year-old artist also took issue with remarks about her child. The defendants herein have outrageously defamed Nicki Minaj by posting a video on their Twitter page in which defendant Marley Green, that's Nosy Ho, who goes by the name of Nosy Ho, falsely and maliciously stated that Nicki Minaj is a cokehead who is quote-unquote shoving all this cocaine up her nose. This is what Judd, Nicki's lawyer, wrote in the lawsuit, further evidencing an fundamental lack of decency. Green has also posted vile comments about Nicki Minaj's 1-year-old son. This is what the complaint further read. While these comments are not actionable, they nonetheless demonstrate why punitive damages should be awarded in this case. Judd insisted his client never used cocaine. The lawyer claimed Nosy acted with actual malice because she knows the allegation was false, or at least, quote, knew that there was a high probability that it was false, end quote. Nicki is seeking at least $75,000 in damages. Okay. So basically, Nicki's lawyer issued a request for a default judgment because Nosy Ho and her lawyer have not responded to the lawsuit. Why didn't you respond to the lawsuit? You just blew it off? Now, is the default judgment going to be granted? That's what I want to know. When the judge gonna rule on this? So if the default judgment is actually granted, then Nicki would have won her lawsuit, right? By default. Okay. Hopefully all hip hop and Ace Showbiz will keep up with this, because I'm curious to see if Nosy Ho, that name is hilarious to me, and how it's spelled is even funnier because I spell Ho like that too. Anyway, I want to see if the default judgment is going to be granted. So right now everything is pending. So I know I saw on Twitter people were saying that Nicki won her lawsuit. So I said, wait a minute, but when did they even go to court? Like, how did she win? But of course, I took it upon myself to read and research so that I can understand for myself. So there is no win per se. But why wouldn't you respond? If your lawyer, why wouldn't the lawyer respond to this? Is this like a tactic that the lawyer is using? Maybe he's going to go before the judge. I don't know. I don't get it. I don't get why you wouldn't respond. Maybe you think it's frivolous, but you decided to take on Nosy as your client, right? I'm referencing the lawyer or addressing the lawyer. You decided to take on Nosy as your client, right? You're a lawyer. So when you get lawsuits and paperwork and you have to, why didn't you respond? I'm confused. I don't know. There's some strategy here. I'm going to keep up with this because I want to see if she's going to be granted the default judgment. So if she is, then whatever wages that Nosy makes from however she makes her money outside of YouTube, or if it's just YouTube or whatever else it is that she does, Nicki can then request for her those wages to be garnished when you get a default judgment, or they can go in your bank account. So it all depends on what the judge says and what the judge rules on. Here's the thing. So she's suing her for punitive damages for what she said about her son. I said this before, and I'll probably say this till the day that I die. When you talk about people, I don't care if you dislike the person. I don't care. This just happened the other day with Tommy Lee talking about Chris Brown, baby. Baby ain't do a damn thing. When you talk about people's children, all gloves are off. So whatever it is that comes your way, I can't. I'm not. I don't think Nicki is wrong for pursuing this whatsoever. Leave people, kids alone. People will want to fight you over things that you say and do to their kids, rightfully so. People will want to sue you over the things that you say and do to and about their children, rightfully so. Leave people, children alone. If you don't like Nicki Minaj, then you talk about what you don't like about Nicki Minaj. Leave her child alone. Leave the kids alone. I am not a fan of that shit. I don't think it's funny. And if somebody wants to run up in your mouth because you said something about their child or did something about their child, I will stand there and I will sip my water and mind my business. I don't like people talking about people kids. I don't like people taking indirect or direct shots at kids. And I damn sure am not down for people harming kids. I don't like it. I never found it funny, even in my younger years. I'm an adult and I still don't like it. Leave people, kids alone before somebody run up in your shit. Okay? All right. I think I made that very clear. For those of you who are used to listening to my commentary, I have said that many times and I will continue to say that. So we shall see what will become of the request for default judgment. On a more positive note, Nicki Minaj is dropping some music, y'all. Not an album, but a song. Okay. This was released yesterday. I wanted to hear all of people's opinions and see what developed before I talked about this. Nicki looked good. She looks good right here. This is supposed to be, I don't even know what the name, nobody knows what the name of the song is. So March 3rd, okay, this was a video that was posted to her IG, and OnSite posted it. Red Ruby the Sleaze. I guess this is supposed to be a new alter ego. I'm curious to hear the song. If you did not hear the snippet, everybody's going crazy. Christopher Reeve was trending yesterday on Twitter because Nicki Minaj said in this particular snippet, she said one of her bars was, I'm probably gonna mess it up, but I ain't, what she say? I ain't F with horses since Christopher Reeves. Now she said Reeves with an S on the end, and it is Christopher Reeve singular. Most people are wondering, oh, I don't understand that bar. Okay. Unfortunately, Christopher Reeve fell off of his horse and he was paralyzed from the neck down. Okay. That was an injury that he sustained that paralyzed him. Christopher Reeve was the original Superman. All right. When Superman was a TV show way back in the day. All right. And of course, horses. Everyone thinks that she's talking about Megan Thee Stallion. Listen, I don't know if she is. She could not. So, some folks feel that that's a shot that she's taking at Megan Thee Stallion. So I don't really have anything to say. I want to wait until the song and video comes out. I don't know if this is a promo video or if this is going to actually be a snippet from the video. I'm willing to wait and see. All right. So shout out to Nicki Minaj. All right. What do you guys think? Are you excited? Child, this year is going to be very interesting. The girls are going to be dropping albums and EPs and things. All right. It's going to be a whole bunch of ish talking by the summertime. I can't wait to see it. Okay. As long as it stays on wax. All right. Yeah, Glorilla, she didn't get into any trouble, but her driver, this is according to TMZ Hip Hop. I guess that's a new division of TMZ. Harvey and them said we're going to separate the hip hop from the non-hip hop. Anyway, so her driver was busted with guns and ammunition as she performed with Cardi B. That title is such a fool, all right? So Glorilla basically was performing in New York. Cardi B popped out. And I guess as they were leaving the venue, her driver was pulled over. He got arrested because he had that thing on him and he had some, ammunition, and he got a parking ticket or something like that. Glorilla had a successful tour stop at NYC's Irving Plaza. Wow, I haven't been to Irving Plaza in years. Anyway, Wednesday night. But we're told outside the venue, NYPD was busy arresting the FNF rapper's driver for gun possession. Law enforcement always talking to Harvey and them, right? Law enforcement sources tell TMZ Hip Hop NYPD officers say they observed a man named whatever his name is We ain't got to call nobody name out over here, you know? Anyway, he set off a metal detector inside the venue. After investigating the scene, they found this man sitting in the driver's seat of a Suburban, as well as two semi-automatic pistols. Now, it's not that I can't read Cameron Blackman, but, you know, we don't be telling nobody name over here, you know? We ain't snitching. No, I'm kidding. Anyway, we're told officers arrested the driver for criminal possession of a firearm, ammo, and a switchable. Good God, who the hell he thought he was protecting? This is her driver, not her bodyguard. And also gave him a parking ticket for posting up in the neutral zone in front of Irving Plaza. So Cardi B came out when Glorilla was performing. I think Lola Brooks was there too. I saw the video. Now why y'all saying Cardi B trying to ride these young girls' wave? If she don't support the young girls, y'all gonna call her bitter and all types of foolishness and a hater. She support the young girls, she support her too much. I tell you, social media is never satisfied. Inside the venue, it was a very different scene. Glorilla was taking shots with her newfound friend Lola Brooke, who she later brought out, which I loved, and wrapping things off and capping things off with a surprise Cardi B cameo as well. They performed their hit song Tomorrow too. So that video is circulating all over social media. The energy was very high in there when Cardi B came out and performed Tomorrow too. People love Cardi B's verse on Tomorrow too. A lot of people think it was verse of the year. It should be verse of the year. Yeah, definitely a lot of quotables in that verse. And I like the song. The video was cute too. Anyway, so she's on tour, Glorilla. You know, she's a fairly newer artist. I want to see where she ends up. I want to see where she ends up. I want to see her journey. You know, she seems very like humble. She seems to love all of this newfound fame. It seems like Yo Gotti is treating her well over there at that record label that she's signed to. So I just want to see. I don't know how her EP is doing. Anyways, Life's Great. I haven't really heard too much buzz. Did I listen to it? No, I didn't. I totally forgot about it. No shade. I like to give some of the new artists a chance, especially when it comes to rap. Like, I want to see what you bring into the table. So I don't want her to get caught up in a whole bunch of drama, because once you get sucked into all of that drama with people or with your fans or the public, trust me, it's very hard to get out of. So just stick to the music. I do want to see her doing some more collabs. Her recent song, Trolls, I think, I liked the video. She looked great in the video. I think I did a video on that. That video didn't do well. Y'all don't like Glorilla? Y'all ain't care? Anyway. So I just want to see her journey and how she navigates through this culture of hip hop in the rap world, being a female rapper. They haven't started with that pick a side thing with her yet, but people associate her with Cardi B because they did a song together. So we'll see how that goes. But Glorilla, now, as far as her driver is concerned, why do y'all choose? If you her driver, you making money. Why not be legit and carry your tool? Right? Like, bodyguards are able to carry weapons. Drivers should be able to. Why not get your stuff straight and then be able to? But then again, it's New York. I don't know. Now, you done got a gun charge in New York, of all places. You don't need no gun charge in New York. Are you crazy? And you had, I don't know, somebody looking for you or something, bro? Like, what? All right, let's move this along. All right, who's up next? Jazzy. Diddy announced Love Records. He announced Love Records like last year, but I guess Love Records has officially been launched, and their first artist is Jazzy. Okay, I talked about this week, and I said that I was interested in listening to the EP of Jazzy, the R&B EP. I listened this morning. I think there's like 10 songs on there, and Alone is one of the singles. I guess that's the debut single, I'm assuming, or the lead single, excuse me. And there's a video that accompanies this song, Alone. And of course, in true Diddy fashion, Diddy is all in the video. He ain't all on the record. He ain't on the record at all on that song. But he's all in the video diddy bopping in Paris, it looks like. I was not looking forward to hearing him on the album or the project at all, and I think his voice is heard on 2 songs, if I'm not mistaken. But it's not that he's not rapping or anything. You just hear him doing his ad libs. The body of work is good. It's good. It's R&B. It's hip hoppy R&B, which is what Diddy loves. I know Diddy is a fan of bringing R&B back, but Diddy is really hip hop R&B. Hip hop R&B soul, I would say. And this young lady is doing the damn thing. I was impressed. I really was I was entertained. Let me not say impressed like I wasn't expecting anything. But I did make sure that I listened. It's on YouTube. Like I said, it's only 10 songs and the song alone has a video. The video is cute. Um yeah, I don't like the name of the EP, but whatever. Songs for Women, Free Game for Ninjas. That's the name of the EP. But check it out. So shout out to Jazzy. Didn't she win a Grammy? I think she's a songwriter also. So I think she won a Grammy recently, or she was nominated. No, she won a Grammy for something. I can't remember what it was. But shout out to her though. If you writing, do your thing, girl. Get them writing credits. Now, as far as her being an artist on Love Records, Jazzy girl, you better make sure you try to hold on to that publishing tightly. Because Diddy said that this is going to be a Bad Boy 2.0. And if you ask any of his artists, they'll tell you. Good luck to her, though. But her body of work is good, okay? Now, speaking of good, look at Nas, y'all. Nas is aging like fine wine, okay? Nas is going to be 50 soon. And he was recently on who's tonight? Which Tonight Show is this? One of them late night shows. That's Stephen Colbert. Is that who that is? Anyway, I can't play this. I'm not gonna play this because I'm pretty sure they'll ding me for this. But he basically was asked, what inspires him, and he says that he's more inspired by young rappers than rappers of his own age. And what he said, I saw the clip, but he basically said that rappers that are his age, they're not putting out projects, right? LL Cool J just recently walked back, his project. He said that he's not confident in his recent project, so he's shelving it, I guess. And he said, his peers are not putting out any music. So there's nothing for him to be inspired by. And he didn't say in an insulting manner, but he did say that King's Disease he worked with Hit Boy for King's Disease 1, 2, and 3, and he says that the influence and the inspiration was mutually beneficial because obviously Nas has wisdom, he has experience in the game, so he was able to offer Hit Boy, advice and wisdom and guidance or whatever, and also Hit Boy's youth is what inspired Nas, and he was able to, I guess, put him on. 21 Savage said, what did he say about Nas again? I forgot his exact words, but it made the blogs and social media, they were talking about it. And then boom, a couple days later, Nas and 21 Savage did a song together. So it very well could have been a marketing strategy. These days, when some of these artists say things about other artists, I just wait and see if there's a project going to be coming out. You will be surprised at the things that people will do to market their product. Marketing and promotion is pretty pricey, but if you can get the blogs going and start some beef, fake beef, or hurl an insult here or there, following, preceding your project coming out, it could work in your favor. Now I'm starting to think if that Keely and Chris Brown thing was orchestrated. Because notice Chloe didn't say anything, but she's not one to be addressing the blogs or anything like that. But it didn't ruin her rollout. And it damn sure didn't ruin the song and the video coming out, but I'll get into that later. Anyway, so Nas basically said that he collaborated with this cat, Hit Boy, who's like the best, and he produced all of the albums, King's Disease 1, 2, and 3. We're kind of inspiring ourselves at this point. It's really interesting. When he asked what Hit Boy has that inspires him, Nas said, youth. He's younger than me. I'm hooking up my jumper cables to him. I thought that was cute. Well, Stephen the host said that, like, you're kind of hooking up your jumper cables, and Nas kind of piggybacked off of that in the clip. And he said this is reciprocal because he's getting some kind of wisdom from me We're just a perfect match. I love the fact Nas is so classy. He's such a classy man and fine too. Did I say that? He's fine, like fine wine. Anyway, he's taking good care of himself. Nas look like money. You know his business portfolio top tier. If you know, you know. If not, you should familiarize yourself with it. But musically, I liked King's Disease 1, 2, and 3. Great body of work. I've always been a fan of Nas. I just think he's like the upper echelon as it pertains to this rap game. He's your favorite rapper's favorite rapper, unbeknownst to some. Anyway, I like the fact that he is acknowledging that the younger generation has something to offer, and he is working with Hit Boy. This is a huge cosign for Hit Boy, right? Um, and it's a good look. He's so confident and laid back and just Nas is a cool cat. I can go on and on all day, but I will spare you. So I like the fact that, OG, triple OG like Nas is pretty much admitting that a lot of these younger artists inspire him. And he's taking advantage of that as opposed to shooting them down or trying to compete with them or dogging them out or trying to bait them into some sort of rap beef. He's utilizing the opportunity to work with them and also putting them on at the same time. King shit. Totally. That's the best way I can sum it up. All right, moving along. Y'all pray for Halle Bailey, okay? Chloe's sister. It's just a lot going on with young sis, okay? Recently, she was in the blogs because of her boyfriend, DDG, okay? There was some drama going on with DDG and his ex. And, of course, because Halle and DDG are in a relationship, a lot of people were telling Halle, get out of the relationship. He's always embarrassing her. On top of that, she has to deal with some ignorant people not happy about the fact that Halle is going to be the new Little Mermaid, okay? She is receiving all types of derogatory remarks. I can only imagine, okay? We heard about this when it was first announced that Halle is going to be the new Little Mermaid, right? So I can only imagine how she deals with this, but she says that she was too happy to see any of the negativity. She's always keeping herself in positive spirits. She has all over her Twitter page, only positivity and good vibes welcome here. She doesn't like to entertain any negative ish. That's probably something that was instilled in her. She's been in the industry for a very long time, so I'm sure she knows how this goes, and I'm pretty sure she probably was somewhat prepared for the backlash. Yeah, so I just wish her nothing but the best. The movie is going to be coming out May 26th, and we are going to file into those movie theaters. We are going to buy tickets. We are going to see it once, maybe even twice. It's not about Disney, for me anyway. It's about supporting Halle, okay? If you're that type of person that wants to shut your haters up, you put your money where your mouth is. So I'm excited for her. I really am. So the article basically says that she's faced racist backlash, including the hashtag not my Ariel, since Disney announced her casting in the role in 2019. So she is one of 2 Black actors to be cast as a Disney princess. Y'all keep getting this wrong. The other is Anika Noni Rose, who voiced Tiana Taylor in The Princess and the Frog. She's the 3rd. How y'all gonna forget about Brandy Norwood? She was Cinderella, and Whitney Houston was her fairy godmother. Come on, we can't do that. I understand what y'all mean, but we can't do that. We cannot erase Brandy as the first Black Disney princess. Come on. The Vocal Bible, don't do her like that. What media outlet is this? This the Huffington Post? Y'all a mess. Bailey told the magazine that it's important for Black people to see themselves in characters and reflected on advice that Beyonce gave her and her sister Chloe after the R&B duo signed to Queen Bee's record label Parkwood Entertainment. As a Black person, you just expect it. and it's not really a shock anymore. That is sad. That is absolutely sad that you just expect to be discriminated against as a black person. And this is supposed to be the United States of America, where some people actually believe that this type of thing doesn't exist anymore. And that's sad that we're so desensitized to this that we just expect it. I mean, it's not right, but it is what it is. Okay. Um, she said, when Chloe and I first signed to Parkwood, B was always like, I never read my comments. Don't ever read the comments. Honestly, when the teaser came out, I was at the D23 Expo, the biggest Disney fan event, and I was so happy I didn't see any of the negativity. So, yeah, I wish I could play this. Oh my God. Y'all gotta see the trailer. Just her voice alone. You know when when somebody sings and puts the stank on it. There's people that can sing, right? My type of stinger got the stank on it. That's singing with the stank on it. If you ain't got the stank on it, then it's like, oh, okay. But hearing just her voice from the trailer gave me goosebumps. I had goosebumps on my eyelashes. I can't wait to see this movie. And I don't even like going into movie theaters, especially in this day and age. People are nasty and gross. But I'm going to take my behind into a movie theater to actually see this movie. And I just can't wait to hear how it does at the box office. Okay. Now y'all make sure y'all pray for Halle. Cause I understand that she can get all the advice and support, but when she puts her head down at night on her pillow, we don't know how she really feels. We don't know if she cries. We don't know if she's afraid. You know, some people are just not nice, and that just, it is what it is. So keep our good Bailey sister uplifted in prayer and positivity, okay? I just can't wait to see her basking in all of the success that this movie is going to do. I already know it is going to break records for sure, for sure, for sure. All right, up next. And now for this, okay? I just said that Halle and DDG are in a relationship. DDG just recently dropped a song. What is it called? Petty? Pretty Petty? Way Too Petty. It's right here in front of me. I turned my head away for a second. Way Too Petty. You know, I would definitely have a problem if my man constantly, well, not constantly, had energy enough to address his ex, so much so that he even put it in a song. But if you are familiar with DDG, he started out on YouTube, right? So when all of these rumors, or when all of this hit the fan, I'm going somewhere. Bear with me, y'all. I'm distracted over here. When all of this stuff hit the fan with Ruby Rose saying that DDG hit her up and was trying to get with her while he's still with Halle, and he wanted her to leave with him at Young Miami's party. I sat back and I watched because I wasn't really familiar with DDG. I was not. I just knew, oh, that's Halle's boyfriend. He's a rapper? Who's that? Then I started doing my homework. I'm nosy. I call it doing homework, but it's just being nosy. You know what I mean? And I watched quite a few of his videos, a lot of his videos. His brother, he put his whole family on. So I started going down a rabbit hole and watching. DDG is a troll. This man is smart as it pertains to, he got social media on lock. He wants to be known as a rapper. His music is good. I think his music is good, but he might not be able to come out of the shadows as a YouTuber. I encourage you to go watch some of his stuff. I think he has like 2 or 3 channels. He's also on Twitch too. His brother has a channel. His nephew is like famous, you know, has a strong social media presence. His sister got a channel. His mama got a channel. Putting his boys on. I think he's a good dude, but I think he is he got this trolling down pack. He trolls so well that you don't even realize, you might not realize that he's trolling. So what am I saying? Way Too Petty. people are going to listen to this song because they're going to want to hear what he has to say. Although people are going to criticize him and say, you're embarrassing Halle. Halle, get away from him. This, that, and the third thing. I don't think he's a bad person. I just think that he understands how the internet works. He knows exactly what will get you riled up on social media, and he is doing it too well to the point where it might be a bit too much. I don't want this to overshadow what Halle's got going on. So I want DDG to get all this trolling out of your system, and come May 1st, even though the movie's coming out, May 26th? Come May 1st, you are going to go on mute unless you are promoting Halle's movie. All right? So get all this trolling out your system, DDG. It's funny. I'm a spectator, so it's funny to watch. But what we're not going to do is we're not going to let all of this foolishness overshadow Miss Halle. Okay? All right. So this hot new hip hop article goes like this. The drama continues. If you thought DDG was done addressing the accusations Ruby Rose threw his way earlier this month, you're wrong. After vehemently denying cheating on his girlfriend, Halle Bailey, the Michigan native has been regularly reminding Twitter precisely what it is that makes him such a great boyfriend. He's made it clear. I'm laughing because I've familiarized myself with his YouTube videos. So his personality is just, this is all funny to him. Trust me, it is. He's made it clear that he wants to continue his relationship with the R&B starlet, though fans are becoming less and less sure they're the perfect match. Trust me, he is no stranger to being criticized. Previously, the Elon Musk artist, that was the name of one of his songs, spoke about the situation in a YouTube vlog, which many viewers saw as a satisfactory explanation. Many also noted that Bailey made a brief appearance in the video, seemingly proving that their union hasn't been tarnished, as many outside spectators assume. Like any creative, though, he also had to turn his pain into art, doing so in the form of a new single called Way Too Petty that debuted today, February 24th, okay? Throughout his new track, DDG explicitly calls out Ruby for attempting to expose him with screenshots of their alleged DMs. Hoes screenshotting, that ish lame. Keep her on the side. She could never be my main. She just want to make it. She be effed for the fame. Posting pictures naked, baby, you should be ashamed. Later on in the single, he also addresses his ex's recent tweet about his current girlfriend wearing her old shirt. Tell them ninjas do they research. I could fall off and come right back like it's rebirth. Don't believe the internet. It's not that B words t-shirt. He cautions listeners telling his side of the story. While her post at the time made it sound as though the Kentucky native had a problem with Bailey, she made it clear at the time that there was no beef between the two women. DDG, on the other hand, she chiefly called a weirdo for all of Twitter to see. So she called DDG a weirdo. She said he's the one with the issue. I don't have a problem with Halle Bailey. But then, Ruby Rose, you posted, why you got your new B word wearing my shirt. See, that B word, you got to be careful with that. It's very tricky. It's very tricky. If you homegirls, two homegirls or a group of homegirls, if they got tenure, if that's their relationship, they could call each other the B word. But see, you the ex. You can't be referring to her as no B word and then turn around and say, I ain't got no beef with Halle. I'm pretty sure Halle brushed it off. Look at what he posted. See, this guy's a troll. I'm telling you, y'all have to watch his videos on YouTube to understand him. He does this. He's been doing this for a long time. He knows how to get the internet to react. But I do think that it's kind of like, okay, let it die down. What else does this article say? As the YouTuber continues to air out his drama for all the internet to see, many of the Little Mermaid actress's fans are encouraging her to walk away from the relationship. Halle, get back in that sea and find another fish, baby. That was corny. One Instagram user joke. Is he trying to ruin her career? Another ask in wake of DDG's latest controversial single. He's clearly gotten wind of the crisis, and in a since deleted tweet, he explained to them exactly why Bailey's still standing beside him. Why the F she still F with him? I got mean D word, he explicitly wrote, only bringing in further backlash. As one comment on the Neighborhood Talks post points out, DDG is comfortable with Halle now and showing them true colors. She needs to run because the red flags are red flagging. I don't know. We don't know what goes on behind the scenes. That's all I have to say. I didn't listen to the whole song. I just listened to a snippet. But like I said, DDG, you might want to wrap up your trolling come May 1st. Okay? Because for the entire month of May, all of June, and July, it's going to be all things Halle. She's going to be on interviews. She's going to be doing press runs. She is going to be busy. So wrap up your trolling before May 1st hits. Please and thank you. Okay? All right. Moving along to Chloe Bailey. Baby, I guess y'all thought Broken Promises was going to stop anything. Chloe releases her duet with Chris Brown and fans are showing their support. Now, I watched this video about 4 times this morning. When I tell you this song is fire, the video is cute, but the song is fire. They sample Chris Brown, not Chris Brown, Usher's So Good. Genius. I love Chloe's voice. I love her looks. Chris Brown was a great addition. The song is smooth like Kerrygold butter, unsalted, of course. Chris Brown didn't overdo anything to drown Halle out. Here's the thing. The song needed to be longer. The song is 2 minutes. Well, the video I watched, 2 minutes and 56 seconds. I'm going to tell you, I had to pause it at 56 seconds and I was getting my life. She starts right in. Ain't no warm up or wait. She goes right into the song. I love this duo. The song needed to be longer. I wanted Chloe and Chris Brown to take it to the bridge. Why doesn't anybody take it to the bridge anymore with these songs? Remember Mary J. Blige back in the day? She used to give you an old nasty take it to the bridge. Okay? The song needed another verse, and I wanted a bridge. I wanted a bridge breakdown. Why do these artists have these songs that's like 1 minute and 15 seconds? 2 minutes. Why? I want 3 minutes and 50 seconds. I want 3 minutes and 45 seconds. Come on. Is there going to be a remix for this? There probably doesn't need to be a remix. But baby, the song is good. The video is good. The visuals are visualizing. Look at this girl. Chloe, you better tell them you are not here to play. Why don't y'all like Chloe? What is it about Chloe that y'all don't like? Now, I will say that I'm still uncertain of who her audience is, but we can't deny her talent. Is it that she's too talented in this sea of untalented artists? Is that what it is? Look at Chloe. Chloe is giving you looks. She out here dancing. Somebody said this is my favorite part of Chloe Bailey's new video. She just went star power to the max. It was giving vet, not new artist. Chloe looks very comfortable now. I have to agree with that. Her hair looked amazing in this scene. Chloe Bailey and Chris Brown really dropped a better track than 2 heavy hitters, Ariana Grande and The Weeknd. I can't. Y'all shady. Did you see the video? How does it feel? I love the Usher sample from the song So Good. Is that the name of the song? So Good? I love it, love it, love it. Chloe sounds great. She looks great. Chris Brown sounded great. He didn't drown her out. You know it's Chloe's song. She takes the lead on the song, the visuals. I just really wish we would have gotten another verse. And I want Chloe to take it to the bridge. I want a lot of these artists, these R&B, hip hop, artists give me a bridge, give me a breakdown. Come on, y'all gotta make these songs longer. Y'all have to make. There's too much technology out here for y'all to not to have these little half-eaten songs. Congratulations, Chloe. You did a phenomenal job. And I love that Chris Brown is, giving her props. Chris Brown is saluting her. He's supporting her. He's doing his thing. This video was, I was feeling it. I was feeling this video. Definitely feeling this video. All right, who's up next? Oh, okay. Here's another this is from Chris Brown. Just a little, little visual. He posted it to his page. Congratulations to Chloe. I'm anticipating her album. I want longer songs though. I do. I want longer songs. And you know what I noticed on Jazzy's EP? That's Diddy's artist from Love Records. All of her songs, except for the little interludes, were 3 minutes or more. I think, if memory serves me correct, I noticed that. I want Taking It to the Bridge. We need to bring Taking It to the Bridge back. We do, for you R&B artists. Come on. Stop being lazy. Also, sidebar, Lil Wayne dropped a song also with featuring Swiss Beats and DMX. Can't Stop, I think it's called. Is that what it's called? Can't Nobody. I wrote it down here. And, Lil Wayne never disappoints. That man, his wide range, he's just a good freaking rapper all around, right? I've always liked his style. I really like his style of rap. I just like how he attacks a record. So shout out to Lil Wayne or whatever. He's out here doing it like he never left. Trust me, when you hear the song, you know it's a Swiss Beats song. Y'all know Swiss Beats loves that drum machine. They got snippets of DMX. And it sounds good. The song sounds really, really good. So shout out to Lil Wayne. Can't Nobody. And can't is spelled with a K. So hip hop. All right. Now for the main event. All right. Tory Lanez, his sentencing for the situation that he had with Megan Thee Stallion has been postponed. There hasn't been a confirmed date as of yet. Now he was supposed to be sentenced on the 28th of this month, but from what I am reading, it seems as though the 28th is just going to be a hearing, okay? And maybe at that hearing, they will solidify a sentencing date. All right, so let's read this little snippet from the Jasmine brand. Megan Cuniff, the reporter who went viral for her coverage of Tory Lanez's shooting trial, reports that his initial sentence date was scheduled for next Tuesday. The artist's court appearance on Tuesday has been changed to a hearing. All right, Lanez is being represented by new lawyers who are reportedly working on his appeal as well. All right, so I have been following Megan Cuniff as well since the Tory Lanez trial, right? Now, some people like her, some people don't. I couldn't care less. Give the information that I need, and I keep it moving, all right? So this is her page on Twitter, and this is a somewhat of a thread here. Tory Lanez is scheduled to be sentenced next Tuesday, but the sentencing will be delayed. The notice from LA courts just now calls it only a hearing, okay? DA Alex Bott tells me, quote, no firm date yet, but likely a date in late March to mid-April, end quote. Do you think Tory Lanez is going to get out of jail? Right now, he is still locked up, obviously, right? He got locked up, I think it was the day before Christmas or 2 days before Christmas. Man, that was wild. This entire trial was very, very interesting, to say the least, okay? So, push back. So it seems like, yeah, they're probably working on an appeal, probably trying to get his sentence reduced, probably working with the judge, whoever this new lawyer is. Some of these lawyers have relationships, not reputations, but that too, relationships with these judges. You never know. People in the industry probably helping him out. I'm telling you, the music industry in Hollywood, weird places. You never know what's going on. How do you guys feel about his sentencing being pushed back to March to possibly late March to mid-April? How do you feel? Do you think that he will even serve any more, like be sentenced to like 10, 20 years in jail? Do you think he'll just be deported? Do you think he'll be on probation? Too soon to tell, right? So in this thread, Megan Cuniff goes on to tweet, "This is not unexpected. Bott and his co-counsel, Kathy Ta, said in court last month that they would be willing to continue the sentencing, again, depending on the availability of the trial transcripts that Lanez's attorney need for their motion for a new trial." So now remember, the lawyer that Tory Lanez had during trial is different from the lawyer that he has now. All right. So this lawyer that he has now, I'm pretty sure, is reviewing all types of documents, all types of documents to see if not only can they appeal, but it seems like they're really wanting a new trial. I think when this new lawyer was brought on, that was the objective, to get this thrown out and have a brand new trial. Trust me, the longer they take, the more loopholes they're going to find, because the longer they take, the more loopholes they're going to try to find. And they just might be successful in finding certain loopholes, depending on, who his team is and who he's working with, right? So she goes on to say the motion has not been filed. Motions like that are a lot of work. Harvey Weinstein's lawyers got his sentencing delayed once so they could have time to put together their new trial motion. And they were Weinstein's original trial counsel. Lanez has new lawyers post-trial, right? So the judge is going to allot time for these new lawyers, his new team, to get on and familiarize themselves with all the documents, transcripts, everything that transpired, getting to familiarize themselves with, their client and all this other stuff. Unless he knew them and, they kind of planned this, I don't know. There will still be a hearing, according to Megan Cuniff. There will still be a hearing on Tuesday in which we should learn the new sentencing date unless other issues come up. It could be a very brief hearing. Lanez should be there. Weinstein was in court on the day his sentencing was delayed. Judge has to ask him if he agrees to delay. All right. So he's basically going to be in jail waiting to be sentenced. And his sentencing that was originally supposed to take place on the 28th is now turned to a hearing. And during that hearing, most likely a new sentencing date will be issued. I'm pretty sure Megan Cuniff is going to post any updates to her Twitter. So it is what it is. We'll see. This is how these things work out, right? All right. So I don't know. I'm just, gosh, I remember when this first happened and I talked about this and I just said that I feel sorry for both of them, because the powers that be are the ones that are going to seemingly win. And it's just going to both Megan and Tory. I said that there's no side to pick, you know what I mean? Because it's really them against the powers that be, put it that way. I know some people don't feel the way that I feel. That's fine. This was totally split. You had people taking Megan's side and people taking Tory's side during the trial. It was a bleep show. The energy was too much. It was absolutely too high. I was paying attention to a lot, but I chose not to even give commentary about it because there's some things that I just won't talk about. You know what I mean? On my platform, or some lanes that I just won't go down. No pun intended. Some lanes that I just won't go down or enter into. And that's because I look at it I don't look at things always on the surface, always. I look at it from a different lens because like I said, I've said in my commentary in the past, when this first hit the fan, there's always controversy, there's conversation, and there's content coming out. And I think that is orchestrated intentionally by the people that control the Megans and the Tory Lanez. You can be an independent artist and still be controlled within this realm of the music business or this industry that you get wrapped up in. And some people don't see it like that. They just want instant gratification. F Megan Thee Stallion or F Tory Lanez, or and all of that infighting. It stirs up an energy that the powers that be love. Put it that way. There's an entity that loves negative energy, right? So when negative energy is stirred up, the energy is high around something. It's like they get a high off of that negative energy, right? So I ain't with all of that. You know, I try to keep my energy clean and positive as much as possible. And when people's lives are at stake, like their real lives, not their social media persona, not their music persona, their real lives, I don't know. My empathy just gets turned all the way up. Anyway, y'all, that's all I got. Ain't got no more. Please be sure to drop down in the comments and share your thoughts. So this completes today's episode of the Royal B Show. That's corny, right? What should it just be hot topics? The Royal B Show. All right, I want to welcome all of the new Royal family members. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I call these subscribers and supporters the Royal family. I don't do it as much as I used to, but welcome to all new Royal family members. Shout out to my Twitch viewers and Twitch followers. Shout out to my YouTube followers. Please familiarize yourself with me on social media. She_Royal B on Twitter, on YouTube, and on Twitch. On Instagram, it's she_Royal B TV. That's a newer page. Some of you are following me on the old page, she_Royal B, but hopefully we'll transition. I don't even post anything on there really. So I look at Instagram, but I'm trying to build up Twitter. I like Twitter. I enjoy the foolishness that goes on Twitter because it's far away from me. All I have to do is put the phone down. It doesn't exist anymore, right? All right, so I'm signing off. I hope you enjoy the rest of your Friday. Have a beautiful weekend, a safe weekend. Don't drink and drive. And please tie your shoes if you're wearing sneakers with shoelaces. Do you know how many people trip and fall? Not just kids, adults, because they don't tie their shoes properly. Tie your damn shoes. All right. I love y'all for watching. I'm signing off for now. Until next time. Peace.